D&D Beyond now fits in the palm of your hand with the free D&D Beyond app. It's the perfect tool set for beginners, regular players, and seasoned dungeon masters. Play faster with the guided character creator and access your character sheets, spells, and abilities wherever you go. All of your adventures and source books are at your fingertips, even when you're offline. Easily find and access the rules you need when you need them. With more features to come, download the free D&D Beyond app today.
Hello world, welcome back to another D&D Beyond dev update. I'm Joe, I'm the content manager here at D&D Beyond and Fandom Tabletop. I hate the word manager and I hate the word content, but
just
that's what
replace
we
it
have.
with boy. Anytime you'd say manager, just say boy.
Creative boy? Can I be the head creative boy?
I think so. I think we can make that. I mean, if you are the quote unquote manager, you can change it to be boy. That's within your purview.
I was going to really try and stay on track today, and first sentence out the gate really messed it up. I'm joined by Melly, our incredible community manager, as always. And hey, Melly, let's jump into it. I want to get into our timeline with you guys today, sort of just kind of see what's coming up, what's coming down the pipe, and sort of take a look at the year and what to expect a little bit. We're also going to do a little bit of a demo on dice rolling on monster stat blocks. I realized we had not done that. We just told you that it was available, and then I, like a monster, myself did not show it to you. So we're going to do a little demo of that. And then if you're watching on Twitch here, stick around. I have a brand new creative team, and content team, but content. That's not a word that's worthy of this team of just incredible adventurers I've assembled. So we're going to introduce them to you guys. I'm super excited. I've been just stoked about it all morning. So we're going to bring them up, and I thought it would be fun to give you to introduce them via. I asked them all to make, and I asked Melly too, because I don't really know you, Melly, as a person.
I thought you did, because I kind of felt left out originally. I was like, oh, I guess I'm just gonna enjoy everybody else's character.
Never. You're a part of it. I asked everyone to make their ideal D&D character, and we're going to introduce you to them via their ideal D&D characters, because what better way to know a person? All that said, let's jump into our timeline. So, available now. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft pre-order is up now at the D&D Beyond Marketplace. Perks are available. We'll be unveiling those perks soon. I've gotten a look at a lot of them. It's some really cool stuff. Digital dice, a lot of our, the character flair that we offer specific to the books. It's really cool. I'll say this. I'm stoked about Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. I have had the opportunity to peruse it. And if you are sleeping on it or skipping it because you're tired of Strahd stuff, or you think it's just going to be like another curse retread, oh man, it's not at all. It's just this grand entrance to every genre of horror in D&D, and it's huge and it's cool and it's expansive, and if
you're not sure what to expect out of it and you think that it is just going to be Strahd, go and take a look at the official D&D Instagram and Twitter, because they've been sharing different kinds of horror that you're going to find in the book and giving you little teasers of stuff, and I'm very excited, and you should be too.
So I just wanted to throw that out there, because I've seen that in the comments occasionally, someone just being like, ugh, more Strahd, and I'd say Strahd is 4% of this book, so if that. So check it out. Available for pre-order on the marketplace. Again, available now. Dice rolling on monster stat blocks. We'll do a little demo at the end here for the encounter builder and combat tracker. Now that's in alpha, so that's available to subscribers. So I'll show you guys that here in just a moment. And that's another step. We'll sort of talk about it here in a moment, towards this shared game space, towards all of our tools actually connecting and moving forward as this collective unit. The D&D Beyond consolidated app is out, available for download now. I believe in the next week or two, you'll be able to check that update again. They're already doing their first round of bug fixes, all that good stuff. that just always happens with apps because you guys are detectives and immediately start exploring everywhere. App rollouts, they got bugs, and they're doing a first wave of fixes in progress right now. So keep your eye out for that as well. The app's also just pretty cool, so make sure you download it. In progress. I've gotten a little bit of feedback. Look, I talk about feedback all the time on this show. I got to be held accountable to that feedback too. People were getting a little frustrated by soon, and soonish, so I've done away with them. It's either alive or it ain't. How about that? And if you're frustrated that you're not getting dates, you haven't gotten dates from D&D Beyond since the dawn of time, and I'm not going to start giving you dates. But I'll give you in progress. Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft pre-order perks revealed. That's coming. Jasper's Game Week starts tomorrow right here on our Twitch stream. Make sure you go to their website, check out that schedule. It's huge. I mean, just the DMs that are playing, some of the special guest players that are involved, the prizes that they're giving away are huge. The interactions that you can have with the games are super fun. So make sure you jump in and start checking that out, and make sure you support. It's an incredible charity.
Yeah, it's all in support of mental health awareness, suicide prevention. Like, it's such important, amazing stuff. And a lot of these games too, they've got, some Tilts Fire Rewards going on, so you can, impact the game. You can, give people advantage, disadvantage. You can give somebody a potion of healing. You can make people roll on the wild magic table. So you can create a little chaos in these games and see how the casts deal with those things.
It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. My game is next Wednesday, so we'll remind you guys about that as we get a little closer to it. I will say that I got halfway through an adventure that I entitled Watership Down Meets Midsummer, and then I was like, this is a little dark.
Yeah, maybe not for Jasper's Game Week. That's another time.
Maybe not for Jasper's Game Week. Another time I'll put someone through that nightmare. Let's see here. And then, Draconic Lineages, Unearthed Arcana is in progress. We're working on getting it live as soon as we can. We'll be shouting that, to the moon as soon as that's ready. I do apologize for last week that dropped off the map. That was my fault. I accidentally deleted it from the PowerPoint and didn't catch it until we were like halfway through talking to Ant, and I just felt it would be weird if I suddenly interrupted Ant and was like, oh yeah, also this. And also I'm a little nervous about interrupting him just in general.
That weapons wall would, I think, make any of us nervous.
Yeah. And he just has this like Liam Neeson, he just has this,
he will find you.
Yeah, he would put me through a wall. So I didn't want to interrupt him with my Unearthed Arcana mistake. But that is coming. Also coming, our new feedback flow. We'll actually have some folks on the dev update soon to actually talk about what this means. But we have created an actual interface to really process all the feedback that you guys have in a really cool, smart way. It's going to be a little bit interactive even. So I'll give you guys more details as I get them. But we're looking to have that live pretty quickly. And we'll have some folks on the dev update to talk to you about how it works, what it means, what we hope to accomplish with it. But I am stoked about that. Again, we live or die by y'all's feedback. And this is just, I feel like, another example of that, and really making sure that we're seeing the full width of everything that you guys have to say about the product. And then, just kind of, again, looking at our overall 2021 goals. We had Ant on last week, sort of talking through some of this stuff. Some of the feedback was like, you guys didn't talk about anything last week. I was like, what are you talking about? We literally talked about what we're trying to accomplish for the year. That said, our character sheet backlog, obviously, we've got a big to-do list when it comes to updating the character sheet. We're aiming at really burning off that backlog this year. A big part of doing that is this feature system that we're developing. Again, when we approach development here at D&D Beyond, we've got to look at the why, and we've got to look at the greater need, right? So is there a new feat system or something like that that's being implemented? Cool. We need to implement that feat system, but we also need to make sure that there's a way forward for all of those things. So we're not just like patchworking different new features on D&D Beyond, we have a way for all of it to work together really easily, really smoothly, and very quickly. So that feature system that we're currently working on, maybe not like the sexiest thing in the world to wave at you guys, but it's important, right?
I mean, I think that a lot of people watching this show probably do think it is pretty sexy because, I mean, you know, that generic feature system, as we talked about with Ant last week, I mean, that's going to be stuff that's going to help deliver epic boons, supernatural gifts, dark gifts, like all of these things that people really do want to be able to get on their character sheets. That's a part of this system. So it's something I think, I, for one, I'm really, really excited about it. It's a huge, huge thing for
I think it's so sexy that I took the word generic off of it. I was like, you know what? Not a sexy word.
Generic,
for what this
it's
is.
the sexy feature system. Sorry, devs.
Again, continuing the integration of our shared play space. So we have all these features. Now we're starting to put them together, let them talk to each other to really create that virtual table and to really continue to complete this puzzle that is our shared play space. You know, these are all different puzzle pieces. We're working on the best way to sort of fit them together. And these are also not the only puzzle pieces. I feel like, I don't know, it doesn't take a dummy to see what the other puzzle pieces are. But anyway, moving forward, increased subscriber value. Speaking of them mysterious puzzle pieces, we're also working on a lot of really cool ways to make sure we're really increasing subscriber value, make sure that you're getting a ton of value for those subscriptions. So beyond, you know, early access to tools and things like that, we're going to start rolling out some new stuff. Some of it are just going to be like sort of like fun thank yous, you know, monthly to our subscribers, and we'll start getting into that a little bit next week. I believe. And then, you know, some of it's going to be a little bigger, right? So big and small, you know, we want to really make sure that that you guys are getting more value for your buck. So we're going to start getting into a little bit of what those thank yous to our subscribers mean next week. All that said, hey, let's demo monster stat blocks for a minute, shall we?
Do it.
Let me bring this up. Okay, cool. So I've got our encounter builder up. I have a couple of my pals loaded into this encounter. They have encountered a swarm of Zorbos, my dream D&D game. Just
so many Zorbos.
Just at least 30 Zorbos, or otherwise,
Oops,
what's
all
the
Zorbos.
point? Really, oops, all Zorbos is the name. Should have been the name of this campaign, really. But all that said, you know, we have the combat tracker set up here. I've already rolled for initiative for everyone. And normally where this monster stat block would have just been a reference, oops, suddenly, I love this. I think it's so cool. This is actually what got my DM for my home game to switch to rolling on the system, because he was still just like rolling physical dice while the rest of us were rolling on our character sheets. And this actually finally got him to switch over. But suddenly, you know, I've got my Zorbos here, and what did I just do? And then I broke my Zorbo because I'm bad at technology. Let me bring him back up here. Hey, does your Zorbo need to make an intelligence check? He can. He's not going to be great at it because he has a -4 on his intelligence, but he can do it. What he's better at is clawing at folks. So let's roll that +3 to hit on clawing somebody. Probably missed all of these people, but just in case they forgot to equip their armor, and I'm one of those horrible DMs, it's just like, well, if you're not wearing it, you're not wearing it. I'm going to roll that damage. And he did a lot. You know what? 12 damage ain't bad for one Zorbo. And when you're facing 30 Zorbos, it's pretty intense.
Yeah. I'll spoil a little bit that I'm playing a wizard, so you know this is very scary for my ideal character here.
But yeah. So anyway, this is every monster. Every official monster in here has a rollable stat block. Again, this feature's in alpha. It's available to subscribers. Make sure you get in there, check it out, play with it a little bit. I'm pretty stoked about it.
And for those of you who use a lot of homebrew monsters, it is possible to add this, rollable bit to your homebrew monsters. Those of you who are super savvy are probably going to be able to figure it out, but we are planning to also put out documentation to help everybody make sure that they can do it, and then use those homebrew monsters and roll them in their monster encounters.
It is coming. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out. And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching.
D&D Beyond now fits in the palm of your hand with the free D&D Beyond app. It's the perfect toolset for beginners, regular players, and seasoned dungeon masters. Play faster with the guided character creator and access your character sheets, spells, and abilities wherever you go. All of your adventures and source books are at your fingertips, even when you're offline. Easily find and access the rules you need when you need them. With more features to come, download the free D&D Beyond app today.